So you're heading to the States and you need an eSIM, then you're in the right place, because in this video, we're going to show you all the best eSIM options for traveling around the States, saving money on data, stop paying for those crazy roaming costs. So just before we get started, I just want to let you know that all the links will be below, so you can click on all the plans from all the different providers I'm going to mention. All right, so let's jump right in and take a look. The first one is Holafly. They're absolutely amazing for unlimited. That's what they do in almost every country without exception. And as you can see here, you get a pretty good deal. It's about $4 a day for the smallest plan and about $1.10 a day for the 3-month plan. Now, obviously, most of you are not going to get a 3-month plan, but even if you go up to, say, 15 days, which is just over 2 weeks, you're paying about $3 a day for unlimited data. So that's a pretty good deal. The only thing to keep in mind with Holafly is you are restricted on the device you download the eSIM on, so you can't share the data. So if you're thinking, awesome, unlimited data, I can share with everybody who's traveling with me, that is not possible. So that's a little bit of a restriction with Holafly, but they do have a really good provider. Basically, they use AT&T and Verizon and sometimes Pacifica, whoever that is, I don't know. If you're from the States, maybe you've heard of them, but they do not allow data sharing. So just keep that in mind. They're really good on your phone or whatever device you download the eSIM on, which could be a smartwatch, or even some laptops have eSIMs these days, but you just can't share the data. So if you do want to share the data, then Maya's a great option. They have a $79 unlimited package. You see the black one down here in the bottom right. That's their unlimited. They only do 30-day packages and they only do 30-day unlimited, and that's $79. So that's about $250 a day. So that's a pretty good deal if you're there for a month. Obviously, if you're there for less time, the per day price gets more expensive, but they allow data sharing. So that's really cool. So you're obviously splitting the cost amongst several people, which can be really handy. Or even if you're working, you want to use your phone for the internet, connect to your laptop or your tablet, then this is the way you're going to have to go. And they provide 5G with T-Mobile and AT&T. So you know you're going to get good speeds, 5G when possible, and you can share your unlimited. And their per gigabyte plans are also not bad, a tad more expensive than some of the others I'm going to show you in a second, but you get 5G, which you don't get in most of the other cases. So one of the other best options for per gigabyte plans, so this is only when you're going to be using maybe 1 or 2 gigabytes a day. So if you're there for a week, you could grab, say, the 10 gigabyte plan and you're probably okay. If you run out, then you can just top up with an extra 3 or an extra 5 as you go along. It's very simple to do. Once you've installed it once, topping up just takes a few minutes. It's just like doing anything else on the internet. You just click yes, more data, good, done, and then you've got more data. It's very simple. eSIMs are crazy simple, amazing, take minutes to download. There's no more inserting SIM cards. So Airalo has pretty good deals, $4.50 for 1 gig. And then if you're going up to 3 gigs, that's under $3 a gig. And if you're going up to 10 gigs, it's $2.60 a gig. And their conditions, so if we look at the providers, etc., you also get 5G, also with T-Mobile and Verizon. So very similar to Maya. Prices are a tad cheaper in the lower end, but you need to shop around and see and have a look at all of these. So if you're getting 1 gig, it's cheaper. If you're getting 10 gig, let's have a look at Maya. It's 25, and with Airalo, it's 26. So you save $1 using Maya, which could be really good. And the other option for this kind of gigabyte packages is one called Nomad, which I also use when the other providers are a little bit more expensive. And if you look at their 1 gig plan, $7, forget it. 3 gig, $11, competitive. And they also give you the per gigabyte price underneath. 5 gigs is $14. I think that's fairly competitive. 5 gigs, $16, so that's a better deal. And 10 gigs on sale for $18, very good deal. And they've snuck the 20 gig on the right here. That's 32, so that's $160 a gig, so that's a very good deal. And these guys are using AT&T and Verizon, and I've dived into the specifications. It's not clear if they're using 5G, so let's assume they're not, because that's going to cost them more money to provide that to you. So I'm guessing these are all 4G LTE plans, which are still pretty good. You're going to get good speeds in cities and even in some towns. And that's always going to be the case no matter where you travel around the world. We all know what 4G is like. It's decent. You can watch videos on it. You don't need 5G. But if you've got a 5G phone and you can get 5G for an extra few bucks, why not? It's lightning fast. So that's all your options. Holafly, best if you're doing unlimited, just on one device. Maya, if you want unlimited on multiple devices, if you're working. And otherwise, if you're doing gigabyte plans, 3 gig, 5 gig, 10 gig, just shop around a little bit and have a look at all those different providers. I'll put all the links below so you can see which one is the best, and you can just click to all the links I provided and then basically flip between the tabs and see which is the best deal. They're all fairly similar. They're all using fairly similar providers and networks. So when you're thinking about an eSIM company, they don't provide the network, they don't provide the data, they just partner with all the companies in each country. So in the end, you're just using the same providers you would provide if you went to that country and bought a SIM card, or if you lived there. It's just that these guys are a middleman to that kind of thing. So it's pretty cool. You can just make your choice. And then if you have a really bad experience with one of them, which I haven't, but if you do, you can just switch eSIMs in a few minutes and just go, okay, ditch the eSIM, it's not working. Let's get another one from Airalo or whatever. It's up to you. You can do it in minutes. So there you have it. That's the best eSIMs for the USA. Any kind of data, any kind of size, any kind of time, you're good to go. Remember, all the links are down below, so just open up the description below the video, and I've conveniently put all the links there for you, nicely labeled, easy to find. Explore all the prices, look at all the options, and have an awesome trip to the USA. And don't forget to subscribe if you want more travel info, more travel videos, more eSIM videos, or you're interested in finding out all the best deals on eSIMs. See you in the next one.